Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants. Feeling a little fat today. Goddamn. What is a new shirt? So I gotta break the shirt in. It is 9:28, 9:29 p.m. It's actually Thursday, October 22nd. Hope you guys are doing good. No, I don't know if last week. I think I did do an episode last week. You know, man, it's been actually crazy because let's just say fucking Monday. You guys ever have those one days where it's like you're tired, you don't want to go to sleep because you know you're not gonna wake up until like 5 hours later, and then you can't go to sleep? Yeah, that happened to me on Monday. I got home around like 2 or 3. I was like, I'm gonna take at least an hour nap, an hour and a half nap before I go to the gym. Yeah, that was not the fucking case. Yeah, no, I would think I want to sleep like around 2:45. Next thing you know, I wake up like around 8 o'clock. I was like, God damn. And little behold, the fear I had. I did not go to sleep till about 1, like 12:40, almost 1 o'clock. Oh, I took that one was a learning curve again. But again, it has to do with discipline. Haven't been to the gym at least for the past few days. Cause I'm gonna be honest, my fucking coach, fucking asshole, puts me through the worst workouts. Doesn't even let me warm up. Man, I couldn't even stretch out my biceps for the past 2 days now. I can if I go straight. Oh man, I start to feel that soreness. It just hurts. I can't even jack off. I can't even do nothing. Wipe my ass. No, it just sucks. So it's a learning curve again. Warm up before you do any workout, motherfucker. Fucking asshole had us doing like 230 sets of 230 reps of just curls. Wasn't even a lot of weight either. It's just bullshit. But I still love that fucking bastard. But yeah, guys, election coming up next 2 weeks. Got to get my ballot in because I'm gonna be honest. Um, yeah, I have not filled mine out. I already know who I'm gonna vote for, but it don't matter to me because I'm gonna be honest. Politics. Uh, when it comes to politics, I'm gonna be honest, right? At least for me now. For me now, it's just working. I gotta work. I gotta fucking put in work. Gotta make money. Like whoever gets elected doesn't really stop my money. Some of them do, but it's like fuck it. We can vote him out in 4 years. If he wins again, he ain't gonna serve fucking 12 years. This is not like we're not in like a crisis time like World War II where there's no time to hold elections. So I'm like, you know what? Just get to work. I feel too many people get into politics too much. They let it sway like their friendship. They let it control them too much. And be honest, man, some of the people you vote for don't really know who the fuck you are. And also, I'm gonna be honest. We elect some of them to do their fucking job, and guess what? Some of them don't do their fucking job, and we gave them their job. So I don't know why they a lot of politicians like to seem like their shit don't stink or some shit. Because I'm like, bruh, the people you serve elected you. You wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for them. So stop trying to please the 1%ers and fucking help the ones that actually voted you in. It's a big fucking difference. But I don't get mad too either because I get it. I get the whole thing. Sometimes your buddies are millionaires. You want to help them lower taxes, but it is what it is. You know that shit ain't gonna change nothing. Well, maybe for me, because if they promise to lower my taxes, then you know maybe I would shoot you somebody. But until we get to that to that point, then yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna this is one thing that I did on Instagram of what they wanted to talk to me, what I should talk about, especially on my next podcast, on this one especially, and I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch on some of those, right? Here are some of the quote. Well, I said watch them at right 50 cent. The birth control. Hey, birth control is fucking. Even though it has all those, it can have some health effects on a woman's body, and I don't feel like a woman should be taking it for too long. I definitely feel like, hey, if there's a time where it's like you really don't want to get pregnant, yeah, take it. But I think with anything, you always gotta make sure you don't take it for too long. Like okay, I'm gonna be honest here. Like some when I was getting into my fitness and stuff like that, and especially when my hours are like jacked and I'm not eating correctly, I sometimes tend to I'll get supplements. One of the supplements I buy is testosterone because sometimes a lot of people there's that stigma that, oh, you're young, you don't know. That's actually wrong because your body is a factory. So whatever, however you take care of your body, that's what's gonna produce. If you eat shit, you don't sleep, you're most likely gonna have low testosterone levels. And sometimes you gotta give your body that boost to give you that energy, to give you the thing to get in shape. And I use it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But I won't say I use it 5-6 months straight. No, just when I feel like I'm not me. I'll be like, you know what? Okay, it's this. I'll take it, and then I'll get back to where I am, and then it makes my sleeping schedule better. It makes eating habits a little bit easier because then I'm not craving some. For some reason, I just don't crave junk food too much, and especially with that, it helps me work out too, help with the increased endurance and stuff like that. So it's a really good boost if you're looking for just that little spark sometimes to reignite. I highly recommend it, but also if you want to consult your doctor, but also make sure don't take it. You know, if you finish that supplement, or if you finish your that first month, don't go and get another one. And be like, oh, I need it. I know, because then that does harm to your body. Then it's gonna do more harm than good because then your body's not going to produce any more testosterone. You're gonna go through that testosterone therapy, which a lot of some athletes are on because they use this so much that their body's just completely shut down on producing testosterone. And I know I'm not a doctor, but this is shit. This is the stuff I learned just researching it. I tend to do a lot of research before I even take anything, or if I'm trying to when I'm trying to learn new information on health, certain supplements. That's definitely one I was reading where in multiple studies it showed, in multiple physicians even said, yeah, you can take it for 30 days. It's not really going to do so much harm to your body, because after, your body's going to go back to it will go to normal, and it will keep those normal levels. But if you tend to take it for a whole year, 6 months, then you're going to look at some serious side effects. You're going to not only side effects, but your body's going to go through a change where it can be a permanent change, and you really don't fucking want that. So definitely always research. Don't just do bro science. Always look at multiple sources. Don't just look at one. And crazy. I go from birth control to testosterone. Next one. 50 Cent reporting Trump goes back. Hey, rich friends stick together, man. Sometimes if you meet someone who's rich, and next you always end up supporting them, like Dana White and fucking Donald Trump. It's the same stuff. Proud Boys. I have no idea what the fuck that is. That just sounds like a homosexual band. I got nothing wrong with homosexual. I'm just saying that's just in my mind. That's what I think of, like almost like a gay porno. That's what I think. But I don't know what they are. I don't pay attention too much. Is it that one thing that fucking, I think I was recalling it with Donald Trump or some shit, something about the Proud Boys, stand back, stand down, or some shit. Women's rights all around the world. It depends what they ask for. What are the rights they're really asking? Because they're looking for the rights to my bank account, then no, you do not get that right. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. Definitely, I 100% agree with women's rights all around the world. Like, it's just crazy how in certain countries that we see that women don't have the same rights as women over here do. But also, there's a huge thing I would love to get into on why sometimes that can be a major how can I say, not giving them rights, but sometimes when a woman in a relationship, sometimes are when there's no power. When the household, there's not one person that holds the power. It's more of like like both say one thing, they both want to do different, then it can't agree. I'm gonna touch that on my next episode though, because if I go on that, it's gonna be a long ass rant. This shit will be like 50 minutes. I'm gonna touch it on my next one. Next one is anal bleaching. That just sounds like it burns, like badly. What are your pronouns? She or her? I don't know what a fucking pronoun is. Huh. I speak 2 languages, man. It's hard to remember everything. Like, my grammar's probably to shit, too. No, it's not. It probably isn't. It is the shit. JK, I'm not that bad. Ancient Aliens. Hey. That fucking show's fucking dope. Some of it just, I don't believe, I like how they don't say everything is for sure. It's more like, hey, this is what they observed. This is how they're putting things together. It's actually pretty cool. I truly enjoy it, especially Decepticons. I believe they built the pyramids. Guarantee there's a machine under there. Guarantee there's a machine under those pyramids. The election. I'm gonna be honest. Whoever fucking wins, I don't care because I gotta make money. But either way, I tend to always to usually vote Democrat, but that changes sometimes depending who it is. But this time, who knows? I may vote for Trump. No one's gonna know because I'm not gonna say who or what I'm voting for. But it's just crazy because I was looking at a few polls. Even though they said last poll, the other polls in 2016, they said Hillary Clinton wasn't win by a landslide, and they were totally wrong. And I feel like that's what kind of swayed the election because people already knew she was gonna win, so a lot of people are gonna vote for her, like, oh, I'm not gonna vote. And next, that happens. But so far, some polls have Trump losing a few states he had won last election. Like this one's I think BBC News or some shit. Yeah, it's BBC. So I'm not saying that these are 100% facts. I'm just touching them because they want me to, some of you guys want me to touch on the elections, and it's cool. Like Arizona, Trump won it last time. Biden's ahead on that one. Florida, Trump won it. Biden slightly ahead. Georgia, the same. Iowa, same. Michigan, Trump barely won it by 0.2%. On this poll, looks like he's losing by 8, but who knows how actually factual these are. But it's actually interesting. Minnesota, looks like that's going Biden. Possibly Nevada, New Hampshire. The Ohio one, that one's crazy because Trump won that by 8.2, and this one, it's like he's barely winning by 0.6. But we'll see who knows how factual these are. We'll only know who actually wins on the night of the election. We'll see how that goes. Texas, Trump won that by 9%. That probably most likely will stay red, I'm going to be honest. There's no way. I don't think you'll see Texas go blue for at least another 2 elections. Especially with a lot of people moving. A lot of people leaving from California going to these other places. Thank God. There's too many people in California, which gets me to my next point that I wanted to say. A lot of people like to, say California sucks, cost of living, this. Well, oh, it's true because look how many fucking cities we have. All right. Cost of living is going to go high, Taxes, yeah, we pay a lot, but guess what? Blame that to all the rich people, all right? You know how many rich people we have here in California? Exactly. There's a ton of wealthy people living here in California. Well, I think taxes are pretty high here. But also, I'm going to let you all know this that I learned not too long ago when I was doing political science. When I was taking political science in school, in college, that for every $1 California sends to the federal government, guess what? California only sees about 90 cents to the dollar, or 93 cents. So they don't even see their $4 back or even more. But there's a whole bunch of other states like fucking, I think it's like Louisiana, Alabama, and some of these other red states. And I'm trying to remember the names, but I'm just really just throwing a few out there, and they may be wrong. Because this was a few years ago when I learned, but certain states out there, for every $1 they send to the federal government gives them back $3. So if you think about it, California and also other states, I think New York, let's see what else. I think New York, New Jersey, New York, California, Maine, and a few other states, they what they send the government, they don't see an increase of it back. So just like California sends $1, they only get back 92 cents. There's a lot of states out there that happens, but you see a lot of these other states, these poor states, and a lot of them are red states ran by a Republican, which is nor here nor there, but just throwing that out there because certain information does matter. Those fuckers get, for every dollar they send to the federal government, they get $3 to $4, $2 even. So it's like the states that have the more wealthy, they basically pay for those other states, you know, and it just blows my mind how a lot of people don't really understand, especially when it comes to California. Like me, I love California. There's so many ways to prosper in California, but again, you got to put in the hustle, you got to put in the work. There's other ways. Like I'm gonna say, in California is one of the very few states that lets you do medical marijuana where you can grow more than 30, 40 plants. In certain counties, you can grow up, I believe, up to like 90, 99. If you start your own, uh, what is it, dispensary, or if you can somehow donate your harvest to the dispensary, and the dispensary in return for your donation, they give you a donation. It's a win-win. We all win in this. But again, just some people. But also, some people have been like, if you live in the same area for the longest time, and you haven't seen a new state, you never gone anywhere. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of wherever you are. Go look at the world. Don't stay in your bedroom and not be afraid to go to the next house just to see how it is. That's the way I fucking see it. Fuck that shit, dude. You gotta go out and see this world. This is a beautiful world. You know. But again, going back to the whole California, it's just crazy. But I love California. I don't see myself leaving California anytime soon. Cause I love California. Cause California is my family. Y'all ever see fucking Malibu Most Wanted? If y'all didn't get the reference, go fucking watch a movie. But yeah, guys, elections coming up, so we'll see how that fucking goes. And it's getting crazy right now. We got the fights coming up too. This fucking Saturday, Khabib Gaethje, that's gonna be a badass fight. The full card, I believe the main card. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what's the main card. Yeah, this is the main card. The main event: Khabib versus Justin, Robert Whitaker, Jared Cannonier, Alexander Volkov, Walt Harris. That'll be a badass fight. Jacob Malkoun versus Philip Haas. I don't know. Lauren Murphy, Lilia Shakirova. Damn. And Magomed and Kalev versus Ion Kudalaba. It's gonna be a good fight. I think on the main event, I got my money on Khabib. The co-main event, Jared Cannonier is a beast because he's fought literally from he fights right now at middleweight, but he fought at light heavyweight, and at once he even fought at heavyweight. In all three weight classes, he's carried his power over. So that one's gonna be. I won't be surprised if an upset, but I got my money on Robert Whitaker. Then the Walt Harris versus Alexander Volkov. Volkov has that fucking length. I'll probably go with. Oh man, that's a tough one. You know what? I'll probably go my money with Walt Harris. I think he can pull out the win. But yeah, guys, in this past weekend, you had a fucking Teofimo Lopez Lomachenko, badass fucking fight. I don't know how they saw Lomachenko winning. To be honest, I've seen some people saying that was a robbery. That was Loma's. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. If that was not a robbery, because the first half of the fight, Lopez took over that fight. Second half, Lomachenko starting to put it on him, really starting to show his boxing class, his speed, and everything. But I feel like the deciding round was the 12th round. That 12th round, Lopez came out like a bat out of hell and brought it to him. I feel that was one that actually gave him the fight. Yeah, I feel like that was the one. All right, but yeah, guys. But also, guys, even with all these elections, all shit going, man, let's not forget, there's a lot of, especially in these times, there's, we tend to, especially with still going through Corona times, anxiety, depression. Don't let certain things blind you from what's actually important. You gotta remember what's important. What's important is family, the ones you love, but also you always gotta be working at a goal. You can't keep a routine of every day not going towards your goal, because then it's like you're running the same program on a 97 Mac without upgrading, like buying a new computer or just upgrading the software. All right, and upgrading the software is not only like that, but you're gaining new knowledge. Always find, ugh, you always got to gain new knowledge, man. You always got to try to better yourself, better your life every day. All right, you can't just stop. You complete one goal, okay, move on to the next one, create something else. It's just crazy how you see how the majority, not the majority, but when it comes to like the elderly, those who retire, they say a lot of them tend to die, tend to pass away 2 to 3 years after retiring. And this is just me speaking. Sometimes if you think about it, if you stop doing something and you just try to live every day, but you don't have a goal to work for, I feel when you have a goal, it keeps your mind young. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps you on your toes because you're learning new things. So you're keeping your brain going, rather than stop learning. Rather than just enjoying your life. Next, you becoming a rut. Next, you don't want to be here anymore. You don't want to do this. In my point of view, you always gotta have a goal, no matter what goal it is. Just do it. If it is like learning a new fucking hobby, a new, I don't know, a new fucking. God dang, I'm tired. But you gotta create new shit. Give yourself new goals. It can be fitness goals. It can be physical goals. It can be spiritual goals. It can be whatever type of goal that's tangible that you can work for. Maybe it's reading more books. Maybe it's watching more documentaries. Maybe it's making a documentary yourself. Maybe it's learning how to write a book. Maybe it's learning how to write a memoir. Maybe it's learning how to write poetry. Maybe it's learning graphic design. Maybe it's learning landscaping, just always keeping your mind sharp. You always gotta keep busy. Give yourself new goals. Learn how to better yourself every day. You know, because for me, at least, happiness comes. It's an everyday thing. You can be happy today, but what assures you're gonna be happy in 2 years? The only one who can assure you're gonna be happy in 2 years is yourself. What are you doing to maintain that happiness? Because good times don't stay forever, bad times don't stay forever. It's just how it is. You have tough times, but you got to learn how to make those tough times easy. If you have easy times, get prepared for the hard times to come. But you guys gotta stay young, man. You gotta learn all this new shit. There's a lot of books out there. I mean, we're living in an era where literally there's so much information you can reach. And which brings me to my next point. A lot of people love to listen to podcasts, read books. They love to read like inspirational books, but if you're not applying what you're learning to your life, if you're not applying none of that and you're just soaking the information and you're not putting action in it, that's like trying to drive a car with no gasoline. Or that's like having gasoline but no car. I mean, I love to see that people read all this, but I'm like, okay, how are you putting that in your everyday life? I mean, a lot of the shit that I've gotten from not only from reading like Jocko, Discipline Equals Freedom, or Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, or The Greatest You by Trent Sheldon. A lot of that shit that I learn, I try to invoke it in my life every day. Whatever I learn, I'm like, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to do this too. I'm not just going to learn and listen and expect for that change to happen if you're not putting the effort. And for me, it's like, even listening to Joe Rogan, I like listening to him, but not only that, it's the guests he has on there. A lot of the shit I've learned from health and stuff like that, it came from listening to people that he interviews, that he has on his show, that talk about their new studies they're doing, that talk about this, talk about what you should do, why you should be taking this supplement, maybe you should be cutting out this type of food, or maybe you should be adding this in here. Whatever I learn, I add to it. But if you're not practicing what you're listening to, then it's really just a waste of time. Why are you even listening to that? You're not applying it. It's really, you're just either listening or you're just wasting time. Because I've seen people that may listen to certain podcasts, that listen to this, listen to that, but I'm like, Okay, you have this information. They're literally giving you so much information, but you're not applying what you're doing to your life. So you know, I feel, and for me, I feel that they please that is like neglects the purpose. You know, like I feel like Joe Rogan and all these people that start a podcast, they don't just start a podcast to talk and people listen to it. Some of them like to like actually get some of this information out that's important, or at least from what I hear from Joe Rogan, when he has all these people saying, he'll ask them like, all right, let the people know like what they should be doing in this. So he's doing that to share that information with everyone so they can make those changes. But if you're not if you're not implying what you're learning to your everyday life, then what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, what the fuck are you doing? Do your fucking job. If you're gonna listen to better your life, apply to better your life. Don't expect it just to fucking happen. All right. The way to create better habits, you got to get rid of the bad ones and start doing the good ones every day. You know, and it's like I don't even know what to say. Like it kind of gets me mad. Like you're reading this. You have all this knowledge, but yet you're not applying none of it to your fucking life, and at least to me, it looks like you're miserable. It looks like you don't want to be here. It looks like this. So maybe you gotta reassess yourself, being like, hey, what the fuck am I doing? Am I really taking what I'm listening and applying it to my life, or am I just listening just to listen and pass the time, like a fucking song? Maybe ask yourself that. You know, simple. Maybe fucking at least I always say people should take to account. Maybe take a martial art. I feel people should get into boxing, get into jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and all this. Why? Because not only that, you humble yourself in those places. Why? Because to get better, you're gonna get your ass kicked. It's not just you're gonna. You have to get your ass kicked to get better. It's that simple. Any champion has lost in wrestling, has lost in this, has done horrible in this. Why? But that's how he learns. All right. Too many people have this stigma or have this fucking ego where they don't want to do it, and if they do and they get their ass kicked, they don't want to go back. If you do that, people just fucking call you a pussy. People will just fucking, I'll fucking be like, what the fuck? You get your ass kicked once and you don't want to go back? They're literally trying to teach you stuff, but because of that, you have an ego so high that you just don't want to go back. Fuck that shit. I've gotten my ass kicked so many times. I go back every time because that's how I fucking learn. That's how I get better. You know, that's how I get better, especially doing boxing or doing jiu-jitsu or even wrestling. You get better by losing. You know, if you try to keep this ego that you always win, you always do this, or you're the Mr. Macho Man, and you get embarrassed or you feel like you're not a man because you lose. Real men learn how to lose. Real champions learn how to lose. Real men learn how to come back from a loss. If you can't take a loss, then are you even going to be successful in life? Because with success comes failure. But also when it comes to success comes losing. Losing money, losing this business, losing this partner, losing this. You know, but if you keep going and keep working at it, like Denzel says, you hang around the barber shop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. You know? And thank you guys for listening in this episode of Randy's Rants. Follow me on Instagram, Randy triple 20. That's triple spelled out. Go follow my Randy's Rants IG at Randy's Rants 2020. Also look for me on YouTube, Randy's Rants. I have a cartoon head of myself with Randy's Rants smoking a cigar. Pretty cool though. I'm actually working on a few things. I actually want to get some merch out soon, some hats, stuff like that. And I'm gonna be honest, the majority of this stuff I probably don't want to sell yet. I just want to really give it away to people. So pretty soon I'll probably do like some sort of questionnaire or do some shit where you can win a hat with a $10 gift card to Starbucks. So I'm really excited for that. If you guys have any questions or want to send me anything, send it to my email or DM me on any of my not social fucking programs, social networks on my platforms. But if you guys want to send me anything, also my email is randysrants1@gmail.com. But thank you guys for listening. Love you guys. Stay safe. Greatness is one day at a time. Let's get to fucking work, guys. All right? Good night. Bye.